Welcome back to the Accel Advantage Podcast, where we talk about decisions our business owners face every day around risk, money, and growth. I'm your host, Corey Rekers, and today we are joined by a special group of guests from our benefits team, Jamie Harken, Spencer Blair, and Tori Douglas. So before we get into what we're all going to talk about today about clients and what you guys do here at Accel, I think we need to get to know our guests just a little bit more. Jamie, I'm going to have you get us kicked off. And so will you share a little bit more about yourself?
I'm Jamie Harken, and I've been with the Accel Group since 2014. Prior to working at the Accel Group, I worked for 10 years in mortgage servicing and about 2 years as a bank teller. I wasn't looking to change careers, but was told about an open position at Accel. I interviewed a few days later, and it felt like a great opportunity to learn something new while continuing to use the customer service skills I've acquired over the years.
That's awesome, Jamie. Thanks for sharing that with us. Spencer, do you want to share a little bit about yourself as well with the audience?
Yes, thanks, Corey. Hi, everyone. My name is Spencer Blair, and I have been with the Accel Group for a little over 3 years now. My career path into benefits wasn't exactly traditional. I went to college and got a degree in dietetics and fully expected to become a dietitian. Before starting my dietetic internship, I ended up taking a temporary position at a larger insurance broker here in Des Moines, and I quickly discovered that I loved the industry. What started as a short-term job ended up turning into a career that I'm very passionate about. A few years later, I made the move here to Accel, and it's been one of the best decisions I could have made for myself. I not only love the team I get to work with every day, but the culture here at Accel is second to none.
Super cool, Spencer. Some dietetics to insurance, so a bit of an unexpected turns. I guess I'll know now who to turn to for all my dieting advice. So thanks for sharing that with us. And last but definitely not least, Tori, will you share a little bit about yourself with our listeners?
Yeah, thanks for having me, Corey. My name is Tori Douglas. I've been with the Accel Group for a little over 3 years now. I began my career in the benefits industry about 5 years ago, shortly after graduating from high school. While attending college full-time, I was searching for a full-time position that was also flexible around my school schedule. That's when I discovered an opportunity in the benefits industry, and I haven't looked back since.
Super cool. So what's awesome about this industry, it's truly incredible, is that one that attracts so many very unique individuals, lots of different backgrounds like you three have, which I personally believe makes this such a great opportunity for those that are seeking to really, I would say, help people on a day-to-day basis, like you guys all do so very, very well. So I'll just say this. Thank you three for sharing a little bit about yourselves. Obviously, employee benefits can feel like a pretty complex topic, especially for those that aren't used to the process of working through claims with their employer's insurance and specifically with their insurance carrier. So I think it's safe to say that you three have become quote unquote experts in working through that process every day with our clients' employees and our clients' human resources teams. So you've all three been doing this now for a meaningful amount of time. So what would you say is the most enjoyable part of being an account manager? And what do you enjoy the most about working with clients, navigating that insurance process with them? So Tori, I think I'll start with you.
Yeah, I think what we enjoy most about our roles with the Accel Group are the relationships that we build, both with our team and, more importantly, with our clients. There's really nothing better than earning a client's complete trust. It not only enhances their experience, but it also allows us to work behind the scenes to find solutions and confidently return with results.
So it's probably safe to say that you three are sort of that bridge to create that positive experience for the client. So when they're trying to navigate health insurance in the world of claims, doctors, explanation of benefits, all the things that come up during that process of getting care, the navigation of what that comes afterwards, is that really kind of what you guys do on a day-to-day basis? Is that kind of safe to say?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So Spencer, I'm going to pivot to you. So when it comes to understanding what great benefits management looks like and feels like, what should our listeners be looking for in that experience? So what I mean by that is, what are some of the things that our business owners who are listening today should expect from their benefits team, and maybe what you guys do really, really well here at Accel?
Yeah, so I would say one of the things I've learned as my time in employee benefits is that great account management is a lot more than just renewing the plans each year. It's more about being proactive, staying informed about industry changes that happen realistically every day, helping employers build a benefit strategy that helps support their business goals as well as their employees' needs.
So really, from your perspective, how does it affect the employee experience per se? So what would that look like, I guess, from that customer's lens, from that employer's employee at the firms that we serve?
I would say when employees can understand and easily access their benefits, they're a lot more likely to appreciate and utilize them, which ultimately leads to better outcomes for both the employees and the employer.
Yeah, that makes sense. So I can definitely see that, especially from the customer's lens, so like the employee lens. So navigating the healthcare system obviously can be very frustrating at times. So having that advocate like yourselves to help them through that process, I would say, is extremely important. What do you feel is maybe most overlooked when it comes to managing benefits? Tori, could you maybe take that one?
Yeah, many employers take a passive set it and forget it approach to benefits, which can drive up costs and create risks due to poor communication and employee understanding. This often leads to critical oversight, such as failing to enroll employees in required employer paid benefits or collecting beneficiary information, which can have serious financial consequences for employees' families.
Yeah. Do you think those issues stem more from, I would say, gaps in the communication process, or is it the actual benefits themselves?
I would say these issues stem more from gaps in communication and processes than from the benefits themselves. When employees don't understand or cannot easily use their benefits, it creates frustration and also adds strain on HR.
I would agree with that. That's been some of the experiences I've had in the past, just talking to employees. Um, how do you think the employer can prevent that from happening?
I would say by taking a more proactive approach regularly, educating employees, reinforcing processes, and listening to their employees' needs, employers can ensure that their benefit programs are both compliant and effective.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, so I'm gonna pivot here just a minute. Jamie, I'm gonna have you touch on some other ways account managers can help bridge that gap between the employee and the insurance carrier, which we haven't hit on yet. Can you kind of maybe share a little bit of that experience and kind of the bridging between those two things?
Yep, you bet, Corey. As account managers, we really pride ourselves on being an extension of the client's HR teams. Our role goes beyond benefits administration. As we've already talked about today, we serve as advocates, problem solvers, and trusted partners, whether it's ensuring claims are processed correctly, maybe expediting an urgent prior authorization for a surgery, or helping employees better understand and navigate their coverage. We're committed to providing personalized support and delivering a positive employee experience every step of the way.
Yeah, I'm sure you have an example of that type of experience you've created for an employee. Can you share one of those off the top of your head, where maybe you helped an employee navigate a claim that they're having?
Yep, you bet. So there's multiple that come up, but one that I can think of is I once worked with an employee whose claim for procedure had been denied due to missing information. They were obviously frustrated and worried about what financial impact this would have. So I coordinated with the carrier and provider. We identified the issue and helped get the documentation resubmitted. So ultimately, the claim was approved and it saved the employee thousands of dollars and gave them peace of mind. And those are the moments when being an extension of the HR team really make a difference.
Yeah, that's a perfect example. One that probably happens more than where we'd care to admit. Just a matter of getting the right information in the right people's hands, and really having a team like yourselves that truly understands how that process actually works. I feel is incredibly important. Any particular resources you guys have to offer clients you want to mention at this point?
Yep, I'll take the first one. So, one complimentary resource we offer is Mineral. So, the Mineral platform provides resources and tools allowing employers to build employee handbooks, job descriptions, and total compensation statements, to name just a few. And the Mineral platform also has live HR experts available to answer questions from employers.
So essentially, so if your employer wants to help or get aid in helping build out some handbooks, maybe some job descriptions from an HR perspective, and then I would assume those HR experts are there both for the employer and for the employee?
They're available for the employer.
And for the employer. Okay,
Yes, to
perfect.
help
All right.
navigate those difficult employee questions.
Awesome. Yeah, what a great resource. Do you guys offer any sort of benefit enrollment platform as well in the department?
Yeah, we do. Employee Navigator is our online benefits administration and enrollment platform. Basically, what the platform does is serve as a centralized hub for eligibility and plan elections. This platform is designed to help streamline and simplify the enrollment experience for both HR teams and their employees, and all in one place.
All right, so that's going to happen when the group then is fully on board on Navigator. So I'd assume that the service doesn't stop there after Navigator is implemented. I mean, I guess how does that work, Tori?
Great question. Behind the scenes, we have a dedicated team that supports every step of the process, from initial implementation and system setup to hands-on training. We provide ongoing assistance, additional training sessions, and timely troubleshooting whenever questions or challenges arise. Our main goal is to be a true partner, ensuring clients feel supported rather than left to navigate issues on their own.
That's super cool. So I guess how, from your guys' perspective, have the clients responded to this? You guys have been doing this for a while. Do you get feedback on that periodically?
Yeah, we've received overwhelmingly positive feedback from employers who find the platform to be an invaluable resource. By reducing reliance on manual processes, Employee Navigator helps minimize delays, prevent human error, and protect sensitive employee information by limiting the need to send it back and forth via email. Overall, it creates a more efficient, secure, and accurate benefits administration experience for everyone involved.
I guess Tori or Spencer, do you want to touch on the communication platform we offer to our employers as well?
Yeah, I can take this one. The employee communication platform is called TruHu. So TruHu is an employee platform designed to help employers communicate with their employees. A lot of our customers here have employees that might not be sitting at a desk all day and have access to their company email. So this allows the HR team to communicate with their employees via text message, email, or through different employee-facing sites, making important information a lot easier to access for those employees.
Got it. Okay. So what are some of the specifics beyond that you can share with us on TruHu from a benefits perspective? I'm thinking more for the employee.
Yeah, so employees can receive open enrollment reminders, share benefit information. It's a way to provide employees with the required documents that are needed as far as compliance goes throughout the year. The goal here is just to make benefits communication simpler, more engaging, and easier for employees to understand. What I really like about TruHu is that it helps bridge the communication gap between the HR team and their employees, which is a big difficulty for a lot of our clients. Instead of relying on a single email that might get overlooked, employers can send messages directly to whatever employee needs to see it. They can help track engagement and help ensure that information is actually being seen and not being overlooked by their employees.
That's super cool. If you look at, for most of our employees, I can see them utilizing the text message platform versus like sometimes the emails get lost. I'm sure you guys experience that. I would assume that's been really well received thus far.
Yes, definitely. And even little things like just going above and beyond and sending a happy birthday text message. You can enter everyone's birthdays and have it send those out automatically. So just little things to make the communication simpler there.
Thanks for sharing a little bit more about that, Spencer. If our listeners who are clients haven't utilized this would be a great time to get started in that TruHu program. So if you're not enrolled in that, please reach out. We get you additional information and how to leverage that tool with our team. Jamie, you've been working with clients for a number of years now. So what aspects of the role make it feel different every day so it continues to stay interesting and rewarding for you all as you help so many people understand the nuances of the benefits process? Can you share that with us?
You're exactly right, Corey. Every employer is unique. I personally enjoy partnering with them to understand what their goals are, talk through and tackle any challenges that they may be facing, and develop benefit strategies that support both the employer and the employees.
All right. So we're getting very close to our time today. So are there any other stories you guys want to share with our listeners today on just what it's like to be an account manager and some of the rewarding things that you guys get to benefit from being great account managers like you are?
Yeah, I can go ahead and share a story that actually has happened several times here. But one in particular is just a client transformation, helping them transform their open enrollment and ongoing enrollment process. We implemented Employee Navigator and established the carrier file feed. So this automatically sends anything entered in Employee Navigator straight to the carriers. So this not only streamlined the entire employee enrollment experience, but it also eliminated the need for paper applications, because who likes to fill paper applications out? In addition to improving efficiency, this also did allow our team to collect and conduct audits to make sure that the bills are accurate throughout the year. The one thing that did make this project especially rewarding was the feedback we received from employees. They felt more informed and confident and empowered when making their benefit decisions, which ultimately is what a successful benefits program should do.
At the end of the day, being a benefits account manager for us is about making a meaningful impact. It really is incredibly rewarding to know that the work we do makes a real difference for both employers and their teams.
Tori, what a great way to put a bow on this one today. So you guys have been awesome. I want to thank Tori, Spencer, Jamie for what you guys do every day for our clients. Obviously not an easy job. Definitely something that's, I would say, often misunderstood. So what you do to help our clients and their employees navigate all of this is truly appreciated. So thanks again for sharing your passion for helping others. I think today has been a great conversation. So with that, if you found today's episode helpful, please share it with a friend. If you're interested in learning more about us at Accel, you can check us out at acceladvantage.com or accelwealthmanagement.com, and on your favorite social media platform: Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube. Remember, at the Accel Group, we've spent nearly 100 years helping businesses protect what matters most. Thanks again for spending part of your day with us, and we'll see you next time on the Accel Advantage.